doll twins. First, they're gonna need a bed.
Let's not forget about bedding. We'll put up each girl's special little poster.
Every girl needs a chest of drawers. Let's give each of them their own American Girl dolls.
And finally, the inflatable chair.
I think they love their new room. What do you think of the twins' room? Do you love it?
Welcome to my official dollhouse tour, part 1. Here is the aesthetic room. There are some fairy lights on the walls. I really like this room. I think it's super cute. There's some posters on the walls. And I love the floral bedding in this room. I think it's super cute. There's me. And there is some more decorations. There's me, Lily's room. This room is probably one of my favorite rooms. I love all the lights in here. And all the colors. It's super my vibe. There's a lava lamp. And I made that mirror actually. And I spray painted the dresser. And the lights change colors, which I think is super cool. I got these lights on Amazon. Here's Minnie Omar's room. I love the vines at the top. I also love the posters on the walls. I think this room is super cute. It's one of my favorite rooms to photograph in. Here is the nursery and the emo room. Here's the nursery. The babies live in here. They're super cute. There's just some books and some wall art and then a little shelf above the crib. And next up is one of my favorite rooms, which is the emo room. I think it's super cool, also pretty much my vibe. But I love this room so much. And that's it for part 1.
Hey guys, I'm Seth and I'm cooking my way through the Pleasant Company American Girl doll cookbooks. First up we have Felicity's Breakfast. And Felicity's Breakfast section had quite a few recipes and I made each one of them. The recipes are really thought out and, as far as I'm concerned, pretty historically accurate to Felicity's 1774 time period. So I started out with making the apple butter first because that could sit and simmer while I was doing everything else. I ended up using 3 different types of apple. I think I used Fuji, Granny Smith, and Honeycrisp, I believe. And here's me mashing that all down. This was the final consistency of it. And then I started on her breakfast puffs. I don't have real milk, so I just use soy, and I don't think that changed anything with it. They turned out so cute and round. And then I started on her fried ham, and I'm just trimming off the fat of a pound of ham from the store. I was really surprised about how much water it just came out of it while I was cooking, but that evaporated, and then I added more water and coffee to make the gravy with the drippings from the ham. And then I just poured that gravy mixture on top of the ham. And then I started on the Johnny Cakes, which was just like a cornmeal pancake. I would probably never eat it again, TBH. I would never eat this finished meal again, but I'm sure Felicity loved it.
Birkin. Another Birkin. But what makes these 2 Birkins different? And what small feature about them divides the Hermes collector community? Let's talk about it.
When I first noticed that my American Girl doll collection was continuously growing, I wondered if I would ever end up with dolls that had the same name. And sure enough, I did multiple times. So here's all my American Girl dolls who have the same name. First up, I've got 2 Isabels. I've got Isabel Palmer on the left and then Isabel Hoffman on the right. And then Isabel's twin sister, Nikki Hoffman, also shares a name with one of my other dolls, Nikki Flaming. I have 2 dolls that have the nickname Evie. On the left is Yvette Peters and then on the right is Eve Little. However, Eve is the only one who goes by Evie almost 100% of the time, so she is better known as Evie in my collection. This is one of my Truly Me dolls. I named her Bailey, and coincidentally, she has the same first name as another doll of mine has the same last name. This is Kira Bailey, Girl of the Year 2021, and a little fun fact is both Bailey girls have been good friends since I've got Scott and Kira. This is Elizabeth Cole, Felicity's best friend, and I have a couple dolls who have Elizabeth as their middle name. Joss Kendrick, Girl of the Year 2020's full name is Jocelyn Elizabeth Kendrick, and I didn't realize this until I went back and checked my doll list, but Melody's full name is Melody Elizabeth Ellison. Also, me and Elizabeth personally share the same last name. My last name is Cole too, so technically she shares a name with Emma Cole the doll. These two dolls don't have the exact same name, but they are very similar. And before the doll on the left was released, everyone thought it was pronounced McKenna. On the left is McKenna Williams, and on the right is McKenna Brooks. So yeah, I have a lot of dolls and a lot of names to keep track of, but I think having the same names actually helps.
Did you know that you can send your American Girl doll to the doll hospital? So this is Caroline Abbott. She's one of the 2012 Be Forever dolls that was passed down to my daughter. Our dog got a hold of her arm. And it was in bad shape. So we went to the American Girl doll store. They sent her to the doll hospital. This is how she comes back. So cute. Look, she's got her little armband. They even did her hair, put a cute little ribbon. She has her hospital gown. And she even comes with these cute little socks, adorable, and her certificate of good health. They even included this little card, be happy, stay strong. And look at.
So my grandmother was going through her garage. And my aunt had all this American Girl doll stuff that she didn't want. And so naturally, myself, the 27-year-old woman, was like, I'll take it all. So I have an American Girl doll haul. All this stuff is from like, sincerely, the 1980s. Okay, so I have this trunk, and then I have that box, and this is a bed frame, and then this basket. I myself am a Kittredge girl. This is all Samantha. But I'm so excited. Okay, so in that white box is this like adorable little tea set, and all of them have this marking that says the Pleasant Company. And I was confused because I know American Girl is owned by Mattel. So I looked it up, and it was American Girl's operated by the Pleasant Company from 1986 and then was bought by Mattel in 1998. So this is all from like truly before my time. Okay, so here's like the little tea set. I'm freaking out. These doilies are so cute. And it comes with this little fan. Are we kidding? Okay, so next we have the bed. This is sincerely the dustiest thing I've ever smelled. Also, I think my grandma probably made this pillow, which is so sweet. Also in the bed, I found the tablecloth for the tea set. In the basket, there's just a collection of books. I mean, it's just all the Samantha books. I'm assuming that there's probably some things that maybe you wouldn't say today going on in those books. Maybe I'll read them. We'll see. Okay, next is the big kahuna. This fucking thing. Oh my God. I don't even know where to start. There's a doll in there. Okay, so this is just from what was here. I just put that mirror up. We have Samantha's little book bag and some books. These are pencils. Like you can see, there's literally pencils inside. We have this sketchbook, which has a sketch in it. And then these sets of paints, which are real. Then there is this little clutch, which is adorable. The clutch, I found this penny. It's a 1-cent penny from 1897. Okay, I reorganized these drawers. These are hair ribbons and stockings. This is a skirt and these 2 pairs of shoes. And this is a hat, hand warmers, and literally ice skates. I'm running out of time, so I'm gonna power through these outfits. Found one more mirror, I'll just put it there. Okay, the last item is this lunchbox with a racist cookie and these cute little trinkets and a napkin. And then here she is, Samantha herself, looking about as disheveled as me. Look how cute this outfit is. Anyways, that's the haul. I really hope that this reaches the right side of TikTok. Bye.
I don't know if you guys were obsessed with American Girl dolls when you were little, but I definitely was. And I was like, I want to go through and find the ones that I had and everything, because I see that they're like making a comeback and everything. So let's see what's going on with them. Here's all their boxes, a random one, and more of their stuff. So here are all the dolls that I have. So I have Molly, don't know where her box is, Ivy, Krista, Gwen, Julie, and then my lookalike doll. The reason I like held on to these is because I like one day want my kids to be able to play with them, and like they're worth a ton of money if you keep them. So I'm like, one day if my kids ever want to resell them, they're gonna be worth so much. So there's that. They're basically like an investment piece. And yeah, if you guys still have your American Girl dolls, please let me know. Let me know which ones you have. Do it this video. And next, I'm gonna go through all their accessories and see what I have.
In colonial Virginia, Twelfth Night would have been the main holiday of the winter season. Christmas was usually a private affair spent at home with family, whereas Twelfth Night marks the 12 days after Christmas. We commonly call it Epiphany now, but in colonial Virginia, Twelfth Night was a day marked with feasts, parties, dancing, and cake. You can still find Martha Washington's Twelfth Night cake recipe online. I am currently making a cake that's inspired by Martha Washington's fruitcake. It is true that Martha Washington would not have been making that recipe herself, and instead the enslaved people out Mount Vernon would have been making it instead. But the cake eaten on Twelfth Night is very similar to a modern fruitcake or panettone. And I am currently making just a random spice cake recipe with some fruit and nuts in it. And that is my 12th night cake. But today I am making Felicity's beef steak pie from the favorite foods section of her cookbook. And I used all of the concentration in my head to get this pie crust ready. The recipe calls for beef rump. I could not find beef rump, so I got a different cut of beef, and then I pounded that out with a can of beans, and by then my 12th night cake was ready. I got the beef all grilled up, and as soon as it was grilled, you put it immediately into the pie crust. This is a pretty historically accurate recipe. There are pretty similar dishes that are served in the colonial Williamsburg taverns today, and then you prepare a gravy to add into that pie. In Felicity's surprise, she attends a 12th night ball at the Governor's Palace on January 5th. This is actually because 12th night is January 6th, and it was not a holiday that children were usually allowed to participate in because it was a night of drunken revelry. But beef steak pie and 12th night cake are two dishes that Felicity probably would have eaten at the Governor's Palace that night at the ball. There is still a lot that we don't know about the holidays in colonial America, but a lot of it that we do know is actually from George Washington's diaries. We know that 12th night was an occasion in the southern colonies, but not so much in the north, where the Puritans were. And that's why
all of my dolls are in their holiday outfits, so I'm gonna show them off. Here's Milk. Look at her hair. Sadie really needs some darker eyebrows, but she's in a little deer costume. This is Reese. She is just in her Christmas pajamas. This is October, and she is also in her winter pajamas. This is Scooter. She's so cute, and her hair is so curly, and she's in pajamas. My abuelita actually made these pants. This is Caesar, and her outfit is more of like a fall one, but I don't have that many options, so she still looks cute though. My last doll, this is Autumn, and look at her hair, it's so pretty. Autumn was a doll I tried to dye black, but it didn't work, so now she's just like a orange color. And also Autumn is in a wheelchair because I tried to restring her legs by myself, but I did a very bad job.
Originally, this doll would have sold for around $100, but in its current state, it is worth about $55. After I restore her, she'll probably be worth around $200. My name is Kaylee. I have a YouTube channel called The Dolls in the Rain, and I restore American Girl dolls. I'm going to walk you through how I restore a 1990s Felicity American Girl doll. So the first thing I'm doing is taking off Felicity's head. Now that her head is detached, I'm removing all of her stuffing. Next, I'm going to be cleaning Felicity. Felicity has nail polish on her fingernails and her toenails. Now that all of the nail polish is off, I'm using a magic eraser to clean the rest of her skin. Now I'm going to begin fixing Felicity's hair, which is one of the hardest parts of restoring an old doll.
I'm using watercolors to paint Felicity's face. Now that Felicity is finished, she's ready to go on to her next owner and be loved once again.
I put a question box on my story, and one of y'all said that I remind you of an American Girl doll named Z, and I had an American Girl doll, but I don't recognize Z, so that's a crap. And you know, with these things, I never know if it's gonna be like a microaggression or if it's like legit, so let's hope. Okay, she's cute. Z is Korean American and from Seattle. She likes to make stop motion videos with her American Girl dolls with the help of her friends Lauren and Mariella. She also wants to direct her own movies. What? She has trouble when she doesn't have control over her projects, getting upset when filming is delayed or other people don't appreciate her efforts, and often tries to do everything herself. Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras. She uploads her stop motion videos online after her parents view them and has thousands of subscribers. However, she didn't realize how popular she was until she was recognized at VidCon. She is also part of the camera club at her school, which reports on school. You're kidding me. You're kidding me.